mind. So these are the things I feel like I have to live with, that I can't really, I'm not scared to share any of it. I just don't know what to do with it. And I don't know what, because the things that I've done stuff with, I'm like, oh, okay. One example, I will only give you, shorten it. My friend told me, basically, she thought that her husband was possessed. He was messing around with some stuff when his brother or cousin or something was having health problems, and he prayed for help, right? But she thinks he got some darkness on him. So what I did is, because I always do special prayers for people, right? These people to come forward, these people to whatever the situation is. And I don't know why I did this for him, but I did a special prayer for him, some incense and whatever. So all that I will say is, after I burned it, my head is hurting right now. After I burned it, or while I was burning it and doing my thing, she said her husband woke up in the middle of the night and smelled smoke.
Oh, wow.
So, and we are connected, like we are walking, my friend and I, the path together, because every time I share with her something, something happens. I gave her this bracelet thing. I did a special thing on it. Guess what? It broke. Like, it was on her, but it broke off of her. And I got one for both of us. So I wore it and like she wore it. So this is not just one thing. So I don't know, me just talking about this right now, I'm like getting a headache over it. Um, I don't know that to be truth. I don't even know whatever. The only point that I can say with this story of this with the Amish family is that maybe it's just sharing with people again. Uh, people, the spells and the putting things on people to when out of hate. Like, don't be afraid, don't be surprised if something could happen to that, if somebody really hates you. Like, I think that's why go to the light. You need to find something to believe in. If Jesus is not your spiritual teacher, he was not my main. I grew up with Baptist and Buddhist. I just related with Buddhism more.
Mm.
But as an adult, I evolved better, like to read books like by Ernest Holmes and people that God, Jesus was there, is their belief systems. So that's why I do those different shows on what do you believe about God? What does that word mean to you? But finding something, I feel like that is the message, like the underline, right? And protection, and
Agreed.
you will be protected always.
I love
What do
what
you
you
think?
just said. 100%. I've said this actually. I'll just say real quick, even though I was brought up Catholic, I went to Catholic school since preschool through high school. I I'm not a great practicing Catholic, so I don't go to church often. I have a relationship with my God, and my belief is this: knowing what I know about that there's other things out there, other I believe there's other worlds, parallel universes, multiverse. I think all of that is real. And wherever there are beings other than us, and let's realize this, people, there are so many unbelievably large number of planets out there that are in that Goldilocks zone they always talk about, where life is supposedly possible, and it is. You think of, it's just mathematically impossible that we are the only intelligent beings in this universe, which is, they always say, the known. It's not known, it's unknown. So you think of the untold amounts of beings different than us that have the ability to think, and that they themselves believe in a higher power. I think the way that there really is one creator, and each one of us, even if we've been brought up to believe in the same religion, we have our own thought of what our God is like. So I think for each
Mhm.
individual, however, if we were able to meet that creator, you'd have a billion people standing next to each other. For each one of them, that creator is going to look different to each one of them. And that creator will be that creator or God, so to speak, for them. So I just think it's just so much deeper. And I agree with you 100%. And I think that you also have sensitivity to things. And, you, like you said, you'll cry over certain. I am extremely emotional. I wear my
Mhm.
emotions up my sleeve. I'm an animal of action and reaction. And,
Mhm.
I do think sometimes, but at first and foremost, I run off my emotions and things like that, which is why
Mhm.
I think that, if someone were to throw us in a column, you and I would more fall under the empath kind of area. So
Mhm.
I agree with what you're saying. And, what happened in the land between the lakes, the family that was murdered there, and they believe that it was a Dogman that did it. They found a little girl up in a tree that was mauled to death, and other things, and
Mhm.
other families that had things happen to them. And there's been a lot of crazy events that have gone on in the LBL. And so I your feelings are 100% valid, and I understand what you're talking about. Some people are very confused as to why they're feeling things that they're feeling, and getting senses and having premonition type things occur. There are people out there that can answer questions for you that have reached out to me.
Maybe maybe
Yeah.
that's what I need help with, because I was just going to ask, like, how did you feel when I said that? Did you feel like it could be true? Like
Yeah.
that the community, I mean, I believe that anyway. You hear that stuff. No, well, here, I mean, I believe anything. Like, if you hate people, I mean, that's why people sell themselves to the devil,
Right.
or if you want, whatever you want to call it, sell themselves, give. I mean,
They
that's
do.
why, because the power. I
Well,
just
we
cannot
talked about
believe,
karma
though.
too. You and I spoke
Yeah.
about
Well,
karma.
yeah. Past life and karma. I mean, yeah.
Karma's real. Karma,
Who
I
wants?
mentioned to you, I've had in the last year 3 events happen. And I'm not just talking about just, someone got, I'm talking about some dirty down shit was done to people by 3 different people that I know of. I'm talking dirty, rotten stuff.
It's
And
not funny, but this is to continue.
yeah,
We,
and,
I think you
and
or
karma
share it on your
found,
channel. Uh-huh.
I'm sorry.
Or share it on your channel. I said we should
Yeah,
talk.
oh, I will. I will. And I'm
Okay.
telling you, I am one of the loudest people there are about karma. I believe I am from the Church of Karma. And if you
Right.
look up on the Indian mentality on karma, is it's what it basically is you reap what you sow. You bring negativism to someone and to the world, it will be brought back onto you tenfold. You bring good
Mm-hmm.
into you, that will happen. And I saw
Mm-hmm.
negativism on just a despicable, dirty, rotten ass level. And these people, oh, did they get it back worse? So it's real.
I want to
It
hear.
happens. And yeah, I'll discuss it someday. Yeah.
I want to hear it. Okay, let's end there before we get into it. So thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. It was a
Uh,
pleasure.
yeah, yeah, and I'll put your contact information and whatever.
Thank you.
And I don't know what else to say other than I'm glad you're here, that you are
Thank
sharing,
you.
that you had this
Thank you.
experience. I'm glad it was also a pleasant surprise, because from the interview that I heard you speak, and then I was thinking about all this healing stuff. I'm like, I wonder if he's even open, because my holistic side was like, I have so many recommendations
I'm
for.
very open.
So
Yeah.
I was like, but I know, like, some people aren't. So I didn't even know, and I didn't know about empath. I didn't know about all your history and stuff. So that was fun to find out.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
so
I'd be happy to in the future to collaborate more. And I'll when I start doing stuff on my show, I'll be happy to have you on, and we can have more discussions, and just off of this, I'll be happy to share some stuff with you and get you in touch with maybe someone that can help give you a little more answer to things.
thank you. Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording, but stay on for a
Yep.
minute. I'm just
For
gonna
sure.
close right now. Okay, thank you all for tuning into this. I hope this provided some information. And normally at the end of my videos and at the intro of my videos and the end, I usually do say some sort of motivational something or something deep. But since I didn't plan, I didn't do this this time. But anyway, check more of my videos out. Maybe I'll be doing, if this becomes more popular, I'll do more of these types of videos. Otherwise, just check us out next time. And say on that, I'm going to turn off video now. So we'll talk to you next time. Bye.
Bye bye.